What's up, Nick Nation? It's your girl, Kanique, and I am back with another video for y'all today, you guys. And as you can tell by that title, we're on episode 4 of Ferb and the Fire podcast. I'm so excited. I'm trying a new mic because this baby had some issues last time. So, we're trying something new. But before we get into this video, do not forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button down below, turn on that post notification bell so you know when I upload a new video. We're on the road to 6K and we're not going to stop until we get there. And after that, we're not going to stop either. Hello? But I'm super excited, y'all. I skipped last week because I had a lot going on last week. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm not gonna make excuses. So we're here today, and we're gonna jump right into this episode. So of course, today's episode is titled "Why God Called Us to Forgive When Our Flesh Wants Revenge." And I try to do episodes based on the season that I'm in and what I'm currently feeling at the time and, things of that nature because I want it to be authentic and I want it to be genuine. So that's where I'm at right now. I feel like I'm struggling so bad with forgiveness and it's hard right now, y'all. So we're just going to jump right into it and let's just talk about it. Oh, also, I keep looking at my iPad. I have notes up here. Like, this is what I'm gathering, you know, from what I've been studying and what I want to give to y'all. So if I just keep looking back and forth, that's why. Have you ever known what God wanted you to do, but your flesh wanted the complete opposite? Today, we're going to talk about forgiveness because sometimes your spirit wants peace, but your flesh wants payback. And baby, this week, my flesh failed me. I'm not going to lie. It failed me so bad. And I I just felt stupid afterwards. I did. So we're gonna dive into that. So number one, forgiveness is often a spiritual battle, right? So our spirit says to release whatever is holding us, but our flesh remembers it. Our spirit tells us to pray, but our flesh wants to prove a point. Sometimes the real battle isn't with them, it's within yourself. And I 100% agree with this. I definitely do. I feel like a lot of the times the battle is not even with them because what's done is done. But I feel like I gotta have one up. I gotta get my lick back because who are you feeling like? Like it's one of them things for me. My pride is in the way. My pride is always in the way. However, God calls us to forgive for our own freedom. So going to scripture, Ephesians 4 and 31 to 32, that tells us that bitterness just weighs us down. Resentment will drain us, and revenge keeps you connected to pain. Forgiveness is less about excusing them and more about freeing you. And it's so crazy because it's a lot of scripture in the Bible that talks about forgiveness and talks about how to deal with your anger and talks about the good and the bad type of anger and how you go about that, right? So I feel like for me right now, I'm in a space where it's like I know better. I know better, but my flesh not done. My spirit is trying to move forward, but my flesh isn't finished. I got to say something. I gotta get my lick back. I have to react. That's where I'm at right now. And it's a bad place to be where you know better and you still continue to do what you're not supposed to be doing. And I'm gonna be completely honest, I'm there. Because I don't want to say that I'm bitter because no one wants to hear that. But when you can't let something go and something is just still latched onto you, it gives bitter. It gives very much you're still bothered, right? So that's just what I'm at. And I want to be free from that anger, that hurt, so to say, all of the things that I'm feeling. I want to be free from that. However, my flesh is still playing catch up because Kanique wants to get her lick back. If y'all know me, y'all know I do not let anything go. Like it's so bad. I'm getting better, but it's bad. Like when it's up, it's stuck type vibe. So I'm working on it. Point 3, our flesh wants justice, but our spirit wants healing. Our flesh wants that person to feel it. I want you to feel what I felt. I want you to go through what I went through. I want you to feel exactly how I feel in this moment. But your spirit wants to be healed from it. Your flesh wants to win the argument, but your spirit wants to win peace. It's so easier said than done, but it's really crazy that sometimes it's hard to choose peace over problems. However, right now in the season that I'm in, I find myself starting to, but I'm not 100%. I'm not 100% healed. I'm not 100% healed from the things that hurt me. I'm not 100% forgave the people that hurt me. I'm not done. I'm not done. But let's also keep in mind point 4, forgiveness doesn't mean no boundaries. This is very important, y'all. So I really need y'all to lock in. You can forgive someone but still keep your distance. You can forgive them but still be wise. Just because you have forgiveness in your heart doesn't mean that you're opening your heart to forgiveness, doesn't mean that you're opening the door for them to come back. And I think I got this part down pat. Like, the boundaries are set. Like I said, I'm very much like write you off or whatever. But I think for me, the biggest part is, how do I go about, once I'm in the distance, once I've done the distancing, how do I go about letting it go in my mind? How do I go about that? So here's how to win the battle daily. Of course, pray, but be honest when you pray. Stop replaying the offense. Stop replaying the offense. That's going to be hard for me because I told y'all, I don't forget anything. Guard what you can consume. Ask God to soften your heart and ask Him to enter your heart. And choose forgiveness repeatedly. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen overnight. Keep that in mind and give yourself grace. Sometimes forgiveness is a daily decision, not a one-time feeling. You really have to wake up and tell yourself over and over and over, I'm going to choose forgiveness. I'm going to move forward. I'm going to choose peace. Because once you think that you have healed or have forgave, you're going to get tested. God's going to put that situation right in front of you and see what you do. Trust me. He keeps doing it to me. And I'm not going to say I keep failing. However, I ain't done. I ain't there yet. Right now, don't let your flesh win the battle. Don't let your flesh win the battle. Your flesh wants revenge because revenge is powerful. Your spirit cannot be weak because your flesh wants to be strong. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. You can't heal while feeding resentment. And always keep in mind that forgiveness is a warfare. So it's something that you're going to keep battling in your mind. But this is where prayer comes in. This is where talking to God comes in. This is where getting in your word comes in, because your mind is a playground for the enemy. He loves to be up here. He continues to come to kill, steal, and destroy. We all know this. So your mind has to be strategically and spiritually strong when the attacks of the enemy come. He gonna test you just like God tests you. The enemy gonna test you just as much, maybe even more. And he gonna see, okay, yeah, let's see if you really heal for you. Pop it like you are. Let's see if you are. And it's gonna be little situations. It's gonna be little people coming in doing little, messy stuff or things that trigger you. All of the above, but you know better. You know better. Your mind, you know better. You're fed with the word. You're full on the word. You know better. You know better. Heal your heart. Calm your emotions. Calm your emotions. Calm your emotions. Calm your emotions. And ask God to teach you to forgive without losing wisdom. And I'm going to close out with this really quickly. This quick little testimony. I told you I'm going to give y'all testimony like every week. But right now I'm in a season of struggling with forgiveness. I struggle with letting things go. I let my emotions get the best of me, and I definitely feel like my spirit is not 100% strong enough to be tested or to be around the people that hurt me or the people that I don't care for, right? because like I just said, this past week my flesh fell short. I reacted to something, to a specific person that keeps provoking me, and it's a long drawn out situation that really is not even relevant, but it keeps getting brought up. And the conviction I felt once I reacted to it, it was just like I was disgusted with myself, because it was just like, Kanique, you know better. You know, you know scripture. You know what God has called you to do, number one, and what he expects out of you and what he wants for you. And you sitting here reacting out of your flesh because you letting this get you upset. This ain't nothing but the tactics. Guard your mind, y'all. My mind wasn't guarded. My posture wasn't upright. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. You got to stay focused all the time, especially on your walk with Christ. The enemy's going to slip in and he's going to try to distract you. He's going to do every little thing to try to get you to backpedal when you keep walking forward with God. Be mindful of that. So I'm going to close out because I'm trying to keep these a little bit under 10 minutes. It's probably over 10. So thanks again for watching this video. Tune in to the next video, and yeah, I'll see y'all in my next one. Bye, Nick Nation.